Good afternoon, world. It is now day 10 of the Siargao Island blackout. There's no electricity. The submarine cable line is still cut and they have no idea where the fault is. So today's video is just going to be a news update. I'm going to give you an overview of the things I've heard on the ground here in Siargao Island. So they lifted the cable out of the water with a crane and they couldn't find any fault with it. Now that the weather is getting more tidy, more currenty due to the typhoon season approaching, they're finding it very difficult to get down there and continue the work. I suspect that this problem could go into the new year now. We could be seeing a Christmas and New Year's celebration in darkness. I honestly think that if they aren't able to get that submarine line fixed in the next couple of days, then it's going to be way too much current out at sea for them to do anything about it, because at this time of year it gets really choppy out there. Can you imagine what it's like to be a diver working on a submarine electrical cable deep in the sea in the Pacific Ocean in typhoon season? Luckily, up until this point, we've had decent weather, but the island is very much now suffering badly. So the governors have been making their best efforts to bring relief to the island, and I never thought I'd be saying that relief would be based on electricity, but they're flying in generators and solar panels now on emergency airlines so that people can get basically their fridges up and running, so that they can get ice, so the fishermen can keep their fish fresh so that they can sell them, stuff like that. There's like a knock-on effect now that people are really realizing. First of all, it was the fuel shortage, then it was the generator shortage, or both together, then it was the water shortage because of water filtering systems, and now it's ice being a problem because a lot of people rely on fish on this island to eat. So not having the ability to keep the fish fresh means all the fishermen can't work, can't earn an income, and then desperation sets in. So we're really hoping that the government and private institutions here and everybody, the community, can come together and find a real solution for this problem going forward. Right now, we need the band-aid solution, like this generator and solar panel delivery is definitely going to help a lot of people, but there's 36,000 households here that have had no power for 10 days, and it's no longer just like a kind of first world problem. This is becoming a desperate situation for everybody, the locals and the settlers here too. So from the ground perspective, I'm not seeing any real danger. I'm not seeing like bad violence or any kind of real crime or anything like that. But I am seeing the early onset of desperation set in. I mentioned the other day about the waves for water buckets, the gravity-fed system, and I saw today that some local groups are deploying them, the ones from the storm, the ones from Odette in 2021. They've renewed them, refreshed them, and they are trying to now look for areas that I most need to deploy these waves for water buckets to make sure everyone's got clean drinking water, because the people in the most affected areas are going to be the people with no income and no transport, no money. So if anybody wants to donate to the Waves for Water to try and see if we can get some more buckets delivered to the island, just in case this goes on for longer, please do so. And just letting you know that I'm fine, my family's fine, even my direct neighbours, they're okay. We're sharing the solar power from our house and the mini generator seems to be working okay. So the people that are directly surrounding me are okay, don't have to worry about us. But as a future looking forward solution for Siargao and other islands that mimic Siargao in the Philippines and anywhere else, this is a bad situation that can be avoided in the future. We just need to really fix our infrastructure problems and divert the funds to the right places to make sure it's not a band-aid solution and it can be avoided next time. So that's the update from me. I'm going to keep it short. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everybody who's donated already to the Waves for Water. And we will see you in the next one. Bye.